Okay, I think this might be live. Okay, yeah, it is. Okay. Well, we'll take your phone. Uh, t- 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 Go back. Go back. Okay. Okay. So first, probably nobody watching, but so far, but we're gonna fix this LG Wing. If you're not familiar, it's one of the coolest phones. It has two screens. This is a regular, and then you open. This is another one. If you watched Iron Man movie, it's kind of like a similar how it was there, but it was like old fashioned with keyboard and stuff. This is way better. And then that's not all. Also, it has a 1 second. It has a very cool camera setup, and it has 1 second a pop-out camera. That's cool. Hopefully, all of you can hear me. Okay, but yeah, screen on that phone is broken, and today we're gonna fix that. We already did that one time before, so yeah, screen is broken here. The top of the screen doesn't work, so I'll take my tool. Feel free, whoever is here, to say or ask whatever they want to ask. Lately, I wasn't really making too much videos. I've been very busy, but I'll try to get back into it. Try to hang out with you all and give you a good content. So first things first is to remove the back glass, and we'll try to remove the back glass without breaking it because I don't want to break this nice glass. Okay. And the best way to do that is to heat it up and to have a couple of pop sockets, kind of something like this, so you can pull the glass off. A couple of these plastic, I don't know how you call it, so you can slide in between plastic cards or whatever, so you can slide it between the metal and the glass, and it's not going to break the glass. If you're going with something metal, you're possibly going to break the glass. So we need to heat this up pretty good. Now today I'm going to try a little bit different solution of heating that up. I'm going to put the pop socket here in the front. And I'm going to try to go with the lighter. I know usually the famous videos from J-Rig Everything or some others, they go with the heat gun, but it just takes too long. And some people don't have a heat gun. I mean, I do, but it's in my garage, and yeah, and lighter, I feel like should do it faster. The point is, you just want to melt just a little bit, soften the glue that is holding the back glass onto that is holding back glass under the to the metal. Now heat it up a little bit. Now let's try to find a good spot to slide. Nope, that's not a good spot. Okay, I think, yeah, we got in. There we go. So this is it. We got a first one in. Okay, I sliced the back a little bit more with that one. Now I'm gonna try to slide the other one on the side. I'll try to make you see that. Okay, now just kind of pull it. Yeah, here needs to heat up a little bit more. It's funny, nobody is on the stream so far, but I don't care. I'm here just doing my thing, fixing the phones, what I would usually do anyway right now, so might as well put it on camera. Maybe it'll be interesting to someone, or maybe, hopefully, someone needs a little bit of help with that, and this will be a helpful video to that person. So it's not all about the fame and money and I don't know who's watching the videos or not, or sometimes you just do things that you enjoy doing it. You know what? I do think that this solution with the lighter was a good solution. I think I'm moving pretty fast, and so far, no any cracks. There we go. We already made a pretty nice gap on the phone. And right after this, as soon as we fix the screen on this cool phone, we're gonna remove the old battery from the iPhone 3G. I took that from my granddad. Literally the back, I don't know, can you see it? It broke. Why broke? Because the battery bubbled up. It's so, how to say, yeah, after years of no usage and stuff, battery, it's about to explode. I mean, not really, but you know, the battery has an acid in it, and so that's why sometimes battery swells, and that's why Samsung a couple of years ago had a problems when the battery were exploding. But thankfully, they took care of that, so they don't have that problem anymore. Okay, and I think we good. Come on, don't break. There we go. Okay. That's great. We succeed that without damage. And that's really good because that's the most critical part. Removing this piece is the most critical part. After you pass that, you have a lot of screws and everything else is like puzzle. So you just taking things away, putting things back, and if it feels like you need to use, force to press something in any moment, that means something didn't sit well, something is not right, and try to do it again. Okay, honey, I know I'm lying, but try to go on my channel and check the stream. Is it good or not? Yeah, that's all. Okay, now we're gonna remove the screws. Take it. So yeah, when it comes to the tool that I got, well, actually, cool thing is whenever you do buy a screen on eBay, most of the times on eBay, Amazon don't really have that. Whenever you buy screens on eBay, and I did it plenty of times, a lot of times you just get simple little screwdrivers. You get these little pop sockets, and this plastic to remove the glass and stuff. So you get kind of basic tools. So that's not bad. That's pretty good. But if you do this more often, then yes, you want to invest in a little bit better tool. And it's not like even that is not a big investment. This was I don't know, maybe less than $50 to buy that tool. Now we're gonna remove all these screws and this wireless charging pad and the battery to get to the screen. Now we're gonna have a little problem with removing this hinge here. But yeah, I'll try to show you everything, how to get all that done. This is, I would say, the most, to me, I mean, yeah, on the market, the most interesting phone to tear down, definitely, just because of that screen. But it's also a very cool phone. Whenever I use that phone in the public and I pop that screen like that, people always, oh, what phone is that? What phone is that? It's a cool like conversation starter, you know, if you don't have nothing else to talk about. Now let me get the proper screw. I think this should be good. Okay, and let's start removing the screws. Okay, now this is gonna take a quick minute. So if you have any questions, feel free to say it in the chat. If you want to know whatever. I see we had some chat message, but it went away. I wonder what it was. Feel free to ask anything. So when it comes to my channel, and lately I wasn't really posting the videos. It's been multiple reasons. First, I started my own company, something not related to technology, but something very time consuming. Takes a lot of time. And second, from a guy that he was really interested in technology and always checking the new phones and what's the new and new old specifications and all that. I don't really care anymore about what's the newest phone and what camera is 10% better or what camera can zoom just a little bit more. It's not interesting to me. Okay, hey, donuts and pizza. Hi again to you too. Thank you for watching. You are the first one here on my first stream ever. So, congrats and I appreciate it. Okay, now we are close to removing all the screws. I wonder who is that donut and pizza just said hi and nothing else. Hey, feel free to ask if you have any questions. Now, also, cool thing is here on this phone, here we have an actual little motor. Yeah, that is for this pop-up camera. Oh, hey, okay, I know who you are. Thanks for watching. But yeah, so this phone has a pop-up camera. I'll try to, can I just push that camera out? Yeah, I don't want to do that. Yeah, but what we can do is, so this phone is still working. We're gonna unlock the phone and turn on the camera. So yeah, see, camera pops out. Now will camera go back in? See, the camera motor works very nice. Very nice. And that's just a cool thing. But okay, it's time for me to turn off this phone. And so yeah, and that will be easy right here. I'm just gonna unplug the battery and we're done. The phone is dead. Now we need to pop the battery out. There we go. It's going. Okay. But yeah, as I was saying, from a guy who was super interested into the phones and all the specs and which phone is just a little bit better and all those things. I mean, of course, it matters, but to a certain point. Uh, and now at this point, there's so many good phones with so many good cameras, and I don't see a point of upgrading every year, not even every 2 years. Like I want something that is noticeably much better than my current phone to say, you know what, it's time for me to upgrade and switch and pay pay new bill and whatever. Because we've been having good phones, good cameras for a while already. Only thing that I don't really like about new phones is we have less and less features. We don't have a headphone jack anymore. We don't have a SD card anymore. All the good things that, like, those are some of the things why I really love Android. Like, oh, like I have a solution to do whatever, and now I don't. Now I do have a little bit of problem pulling this battery out, and I know I have a new battery, but still, I don't want to damage anything. Come on, get out. I don't want to break nothing. And also, I don't want this stream to take too long with me just removing the battery. It'd be terrible if I break something. Like I'm acting like I'm a professional. Just kidding, I'm not really professional. I did do this a few times, and also I did this already in this phone. But I break the phone and the camera and certain things. I mean, screen a couple of times before. That's just the way. That was just the way I learned. Let me use a little bit more of my tool. But yeah, I would love to not break anything. I think. Okay, come on, battery, get out. Still struggling with the battery. Godly, that glue is real good. Okay, finally. Hopefully I didn't break the phone. So far everything looks okay. Maybe I didn't even need to. Yeah, I think I didn't even need to move the battery for this phone to replace the LCD because you see this little hole here, this hole. So when I flip the screen, that's the cable for LCD that goes into this port. And it's still cool that this very thin LCD still has a under display fingerprint scanner in this tight space. So, but LG is, I mean, it's too bad they don't make phones anymore, but LG is really good with making screens. You know, we know that they're very famous when it comes to the TVs, like really good TV and like some very expensive TVs that cost thousands of dollars. Oh, well, I'm just trying to fix the phone. The screen on this phone is broken, the main screen. So I need to tear down the whole phone to separate glass from the from the how to say case of the phone, I guess, which is metal. So separate the glass from the metal, and basically we gotta tear down everything. Why? Because you have this cable that goes underneath. I'll just show you everything. It's very complicated to explain that, but it's not too complicated to do that. I just try to encourage, if you have screen that is broken and you don't want to spend, I don't know, $100 $200 or whatever to replace the screen, or even more. I feel like it's $100 just for the to buy actual screen, and then maybe another hundred something for somebody to replace it. So yeah, here's the old battery. Like I said, I didn't need to really pull that out, but I do have the new battery, and I'm gonna put it in. Oh, you have a broken screen too? Well, maybe this stream or the video that I posted before maybe will help you. Or I don't know, you can ask me whatever question you have, and I'll try to help you out. Okay, so now when we did this, we removed all the screws and we disconnected this little cable that goes in the LCD. Now I gotta figure it out again how to. Okay, I think I need to remove the green motherboard. So we're gonna disconnect all other cables. We want to be gentle, and some recommend using the gloves when you're messing with the with electronic stuff, because you don't want to like something with electricity and stuff like that. So yes, that would be recommendable to use gloves, but I'm not right now. Now I did remove the motherboard, and below the motherboard I can see now we have 1 2 3 how many? 1 2, about 3 screws. Yeah, I think so. One is here, and one is here, and then maybe 4. Okay, I'll see. But of course, again, that is only on this phone. Every other phone, for example, 1 second, this phone, I would just remove the back glass, remove the motherboard, disconnect the cable, and then try to heat up the front part of the screen how I did the back, and take it out. Like, it would be additional screws. Okay, you're saying that gloves would be too big? That wouldn't be bad. Well, you kind of use those like white like gloves that like surgeons use. Those like very thin that you can still do precise work with. But okay, yes, let's remove those few screws. I don't want this to take forever. It's 5 p.m. here. Okay, one gone. Always when you remove the screws, try to put them on like one specific place to not lose them. And then if you do have if you notice, oh, you know what, I have a different size, different type of screws, put them on a few different pads or however, so okay, you know what, this, or mark it somehow so you know what screw goes where. Okay. Now, what was it? I do remember. See. All right. Now, It's kind of hard to disconnect. Let me see. I think I have one more screw. Yeah, this wing is really like on the next level when it comes to being complicated. So I feel like if I would take this phone to be fixed in a store, like it would cost me, I don't know, at least $300. And it's crazy right now. You can find that phone for, I don't know, less than 400. Of course, used. I'm not even sure. Can you buy the new phone like this anymore? Like, I mean, it's not that it's so old. It's just it wasn't famous when it came out, and okay. I'm sorry, I can't see all the chat messages, but trying to figure out what is that it's messing me here. What is wrong? Okay, I don't know how to. Why are you deleting all the chat messages? You don't have to do that. But okay. Let's see how to disconnect this. Now it'll be funny since I'm on stream. Like I cannot fail. If I fail, it's. Here's one more screw. You know what? I think I am gonna go wrong with if I remove more screws. Like it's easy to put it back. Okay, so yeah, that's not really simple to remove that screen. But yeah, whoever is joining us, feel free to ask whatever questions you have about the phones, about whatever. Okay, I think there's something happening here. Okay, here it is. Man, that's a lot of screws. I feel like six screws. Six screws. There we go. Now we out. Still not? Is it still a screw somewhere? So I succeed steering that down a little bit, but still not coming off. Now what's holding? What is holding the last piece? Man, this phone is really complicated. We have other screws, but those other screws are like for the pop-out camera. Here's one more screws. I think that's for pop-out camera, but man, I really can't remove that screen. I think I got it. There we go, finally. So this is kind of the whole hinge that helps the phone to rotate. And on this little part, you see the hinge is just a little bit wider, enough for this little circle pin to pop out. So usually it's like this. So we'll need to remember this. Okay, yeah, that's the time. Yeah. So it's like this, and then it rotates. So kind of like in this position, it is when the pin can go easily in that wider space and just hook it there, and then you can then you put everything back. Well, that was quite complicated, but okay, we did it. Nothing looks broken. That's great. This screen looks still good. Now if I remove this, here we have two connectors, this one and this one. Now to know which one is for LCD, I'm gonna know that by checking the new LCD. I think I got this LCD on eBay. I think it was less than $100, which is pretty good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Here, that's the new phone. I mean, new LCD. Okay. So we can clearly see that this is the LCD cable. So we need to disconnect. That's that one. And it's gonna be a little problem to removing all that. Man, this is pretty interesting. So that's that hinge that opens and closes, open. Like whoever invented this, like that's really smart. I'm just really sad that there were no more phones like this. Like if Apple or Samsung decided to make phone that opens like that, that phone would be everywhere, would be famous. Everybody would know about like that phone because it's cool and actually has so much usability, like so useful. You would be surprised. Maybe you think, okay, how can I use that phone? Well, the stuff that LG did to it, like with the software and things, they made that phone to be like very useful. Now again, we're gonna soften the glue. And don't worry, you're not gonna melt nothing because like you're just going a little bit. So don't put the lighter too much just on one place for like more than a couple of seconds. Like even if you go more than 3 seconds, that could be bad. But that's not needed. So we're just gonna do a little bit to heat up, because if you do more than that, you can damage the actual LCD, which doesn't really matter here because we're replacing it. But it's good to know how to not damage something. Now here I'm gonna slide this where the speaker is, because there's kind of where they have the opening. And it's not going to be the easiest thing. Like, it's easier to remove the glass panel that is not broken than the broken one, because the broken one is just breaking so much easier. And yeah, it's already started. Okay. Well, so far we are making a progress. I'm still hoping I'm not going to break this phone. So yeah, we are removing now the LCD. I gotta heat up the bottom again with the lighter, softening the glue. Yeah, that should be good. And then, if it's tight, just heat it up again. Just, don't use the force, be gentle. Okay, yeah, now when you soften the glue, oof, yeah, this just cuts right through, slides very easily. Yeah, it's much better. There we go. Well, that didn't turn out the best because we still need to remove this piece here. But yeah, basically this here is just the glass, this actual LCD. It's just crazy how that thing that looks like aluminum, it's actually OLED screen. It's pretty crazy technology. Yeah, and this is just the glass. Now, yes, just the glass broke. But wait, where is the new one? Yeah. But you can buy just the glass. And if you ever can, don't do it because it's very hard to tear down the glass and not tear down the LCD. Yeah, just buy the new LCD, new glass comes with the LCD, and you're good to go. See, now it's just, yeah. Now we need to figure out how to remove that because usually every time it just falls apart altogether. Like LCD just comes off right with the with the glass, but I guess not in here. There we go. There we go. We just pulled everything off. There we go. So yeah, that's the old LCD. Kind of crazy how all that fits in a like thin little technology right now. Here we have altogether was, I don't know, 1/16 of an inch, like very, very thin, and we have so much technology just in that part. And now here we have motherboard that is for that hinge, probably to kind of signalize when it's open, when it's not, when to rotate the screen, etc. And here is the fingerprint sensor, as we said, in that little thin area. So that fingerprint sensor and this motherboard and whatever this, oh yeah, this is sensors for the light, like like when somebody's calling you and you put a phone in your ear and the screen turns off. That's that sensor, and all that goes connects to the motherboard with this cable. So that's a very important cable. Okay, so now when we remove everything, I need to see, does the new LCD comes with yeah, not really, comes with any type of seal? Not really. So I think we need to put the new seal on. And it's possible. It's not too hard. It's actually, you can buy it on Amazon for like less than $20. It's the it's a little sticky tape that's sticky on both sides. I'll actually bring it right now. That's the only thing I forgot to bring. Okay, I found it. Found the tape that I was telling you about. Now I gotta hurry up. Put this together because my wife needs the phone, and that's her phone. So yeah, on Amazon, you buy this tape. It's just a two-side sticky tape, but it's very, very thin, like maybe like less than 1/8. So hopefully I'll have enough space for that. But this doesn't have no any glue on it, the new LCD, and I don't want it to stick out on one end or something like that. So okay, so we'll definitely install the new okay, definitely install the new seal. Now honestly, it is my first time using that. Okay, you know what? I think the thickness of it is great because that's how wide it is, and how thick it is actually thinner. Uh, so it's just like a little string, which is great. And you get one tool with it. So this is, see, that's just a little string. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna use my razor. Okay. Move that piece that didn't turn out the best. You know what? Maybe I should put just a new one on the LCD. Yeah, that's kind of have makes more sense. Yeah, put the new one on the LCD. It'll be easier, and then stick it to the phone. Okay, now this is just a very precise work. Like if you have patience, which a lot of people don't, and patience is always good to have. If you don't have patience, that's it. A lot of things can go bad in your life. Just that one thing, patience. So sometimes it's not bad to do things that force you to be patient. Patient. Okay, we put it on one side. Okay. Of course, when you're cutting the tape, don't put this near to the LCD. Like you don't want to damage. That's like immediately $100 waste. And not just that, you don't have the phone if that's the main phone. If your phone that fixes the main phone that you're using is that's yeah, you don't want to play with weird stuff. Like even right now, I'm thinking I'm doing everything right. I'm pretty sure I am. But what if I did something and something else broke or and there we go. We install tape on both sides. So you see this white line, that's the tape. So now we're just gonna put on top and the bottom where it's way shorter. So this is gonna be should be even faster. I do like this tape. It's very, very thin. Last time when I was replacing the screen, I didn't do that part. I didn't install the new tape. and it was still good. But I just want to upgrade my game, do something better this time. Because it's good to have that seal. It first connects the glass better with the housing, with the metal, and second, it helps with the dust and some rain, whatever, to water to not get in the phone. Now, thing about this phone, yes, it's not water resistant since it all has all those moving parts, but LG, they still took care in a way that they apply some coating over the motherboard that helps with to not be so easily damaged by water. So kind of water just kind of slides off the motherboard. Pretty cool, pretty nifty, some would say. Okay, now on the tape, we need to remove the white part. There we go. Okay, goes easier than I expected. So that's the white tape. Just grab and yeah, okay, yeah, we're doing good. There we go. We removed one piece. Sounds good. Now another. There we go. Another removed as well. Now third. Yeah, it's going way easier than I thought. And tape is looking very good. Very good. I'm very glad so far. Very happy about it. And of course, I messed up the little piece at the end. But okay, never mind. So anyway, remove the white tape. So now see here, that's the tape is now ready to be sticked on the phone. That's not that part. We need this part. Whew, yeah, you don't want to drop nothing, but it's not that sensitive. Still, be careful. Okay, so that's it. Here's the screen. Here is this screen. Here we see the little window for the fingerprint sensor, and here we see the little hole to slide the connector through. So we are doing exactly that. Okay, putting the screen on. I'm gonna now remove the plastic. Oh yeah, that's a nice new screen, flawless. I just hope that it works. So now we want to make sure that everything is perfectly in the middle. Just press everything nicely. You don't have to press too hard or just go crazy on it because the glue is really good. So that seal that we installed and the residue, rest of it, like the old seal, will help with that to stick in properly, nicely. I think everything looks very nice, fit in very well. I don't know how much you can tell, but yeah, I can. I can tell everything looks so nice so far. So now the hardest part is put this back in. Godly, that's a lot. I mean, hey, maybe I'll be faster than last time. Okay, how are we doing this? So let me see. This phone open usually like this. Okay, gotcha. Oh yeah. Oh crap. Whew, that was close. Okay, we were good. We were good, but we didn't. This cable didn't go through. So let's do this again. Yeah, when I'm focused like this, I can't talk too much. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm talking too much. I don't know. Come on. After this part, everything else should be way easier because we kind of already know where the screws were. Let me try this way. So what I did, I rotate the hinge. Okay. Nope. Oh. Okay, yeah, so that's how it goes. That's how it goes. Okay, I think I know what I have to do. So I'm going to make the hinge fit. Come on. I really don't want to break anything. Okay, let's see. Do we have anybody new? Okay. Oh, man, that's. Did we do it? No. Yeah, this is complicated stuff. This is some complicated stuff. So I think what I'm gonna do is connect the top and the bottom now. Just screw everything in. Like that hinge, just put it back in place. And then I'll mess with the little hedge that needs to hook it up to the front. Hope you understand what I mean. So, those 6 screws that I was telling you about, I'll put that back. And if you just join this stream or whatever, maybe you can check, like rewind, and maybe then you will know what screws I'm talking about. But yeah, it was about 3, 4, 6 screws that I removed to be able to disconnect the one LCD from another LCD. It's a very complicated phone. Maybe that's why nobody did it. LG always had crazy ideas. Well, everything works now. I'm just not sure is it connected. So let me remove the screws again. If I see that only 2 screws are holding it, then I know it's not right, because that little pin against it's like a. Okay, you know what? I think we hooked. So now there's no any screws there. I know because I removed them before all, and now I just put 2. Okay, yeah. I see it. Here's the dead hatch. It goes exactly where it should. Okay, that's great. So now we're gonna put those 6 screws back, and we know where they're going because they're different. And of course, when you put in the screws back in the phone, you don't have to put nothing super tight. You're never gonna use like crazy force on those areas. The screws are there just to keep everything stable and just make a nice tight fit, but don't go crazy. That was a mistake that I was doing before. Whatever I would screw in, I would make sure that it's like super tight fit, and then a lot of times I would mess up. I would break the screw or just mess something up, and so this is small things. We're just fixing the phone. There's never a lot of force there. So okay, we have one more screw to install, and then we put everything back, and hopefully everything's gonna work. Because if it doesn't, because if I broke the new LCD or something, that's gonna suck. I, let's say, embarrass myself on YouTube stream or whatever, if anybody cares, or whatever. Second, the more important thing is my wife's gonna be mad because that's her main phone, and that means she will need to go without a phone for like a days or figure something out. Which these days nobody can go without a phone. I guess that's unfortunate, but it's just the way it is. Me first, I can't go without a phone. So now make sure that that ribbon that goes from the first LCD goes through the hole in this motherboard. There we go. Also, what you need to make sure is below the LCD, I mean below the motherboard, there's one small, yeah, right here, one small connector. You need to make sure that that connector is in the right pins, so it doesn't move left or right, whatever. So when you put in the motherboard on top, it will fit in nicely. Now, as I mentioned before, we don't want to like use any force to put anything. Everything you will just hear like click click. Everything just needs to sit in a place. Did I? I'm just wondering, did I attach? Did I actually attach the main LCD connector back to the motherboard? I don't remember doing it. I don't. But hey, if the phone doesn't work, I know where the problem is. Anyway, it's like I said, I did this plenty times before, but everybody can make a mistake, and I'm just encourage everyone. Hey, you have any broken phone? Just do it. But if you're really scared and you don't really, you really don't know, I don't know, maybe you can try on some like trash phone doing it first. But okay, if you really don't, if you want to lose something very important, maybe in that case, okay, you want to spend a few $100s and get it fixed. Now I'm installing the new battery in it. So the battery that I never tested before on this phone. Let me see how the old one looks. Okay. I see we have a little bit of extra cable here. Okay. Yeah, try when it comes to the battery, try to work everything with the plastic so you don't damage nothing and you don't give an extra, like, I don't know, some electricity or something, connect, plus or minus, whatever. So, try to work with the like plastic little tool. Okay. We have just a little bit, come on, let's slide it just a little bit more to fit in the camera. I mean, not the camera, the battery connector in place. There we go. It's in the place. Okay, everything is connected so far. Like I said, I'm still not sure about did I connect the LCD connector, but if I didn't, and if the screen is dark, I know where the problem is. Now I'm just gonna quickly connect everything. And important thing is before you try to just put everything up and turn the phone on. All these phones that have wireless charging pad, you can't turn them on without that pad on, like it's a additional some type of security. So that pad is right here. So you gotta have that on top. Just nicely click that back in. Maybe we can put like 2 screws just so we can get a good connection. Then we're gonna turn on the phone, make sure that it works, the touch screen is working. Make sure actually that I did connect the LCD to the motherboard. I think it's the weird way I said motherboard, but okay. Okay, so let's try. Okay, it vibrated. Yeah, nothing's on. So yeah, I just gotta go back, connect that, and it'll be all right. But it turns on. That's great. Okay, somebody's calling in the middle. I gotta. Okay, send a message for that. Yeah, so okay, let's tear down everything again. But I ain't gonna be too crazy because we already know where is what and what the problem is and everything else. And we don't have to struggle with removing the battery because this is the new battery and we don't have that crazy seal and yeah, a lot of crazy stuff that we don't have. So battery already removed. Remove that connector. Basically all the connectors. Man, I did that so many times. And guess what? I still make mistakes sometimes. That's normal. As long as you're gentle and try not to break anything, you should be good. Now we have those 6 screws again. See, we already there, like in literally, I think less than a minute this time. Less than a minute. So now we know it was actually 5 screws because I removed one extra screws that it was where the camera was, and I didn't have to remove that. Okay. So soon, I guess I'll be done with doing this phone project. And yeah, nobody will join to the stream, but I don't really care. I mean, it would be nice. It would be nice whoever joined the stream, we could talk about phones and about whatever technology or whatever. Actually, lately I've been very interested in like a tools technology. Maybe you noticed I had one video like that. Whoa, that was fast. I separated it real fast. And yeah, that's what it was. I didn't connect that. But hey, we know what the problem was, so I'm gonna just put that in. Come on, just make a click. Don't embarrass me. Just make a click. Okay, I think I did it. No? Yeah, okay, everything looks well. But here, there we go. So like here, to aim it exactly on top, it's very important. There we go. Now connector is connected. Pop everything back in. Man, just at the moment when I will learn to tear down this phone, I'll forget. There we go. The pin is also in. put everything back. Now I think I'm just gonna go all in and just put everything as as it should be, all the screws, everything, because it's time for me to finish this project. I know my wife will be happy because finally her top screen will work properly. It was so funny to see the struggle for a bit of minute now. It's been like a month. Pop the phone open, type something, close the phone, type something, open the phone, type something. It was insane. Like she learned how to work this wing option real well. And actually, the cool thing is when you do break the top screen, and you probably ain't gonna break the bottom screen. Like I mean, it's always covered. Like it's hard to break that. Top screen is very easy to break because you can't really find the case that covers it since the like top part is like just swings. Uh, so nothing can go really over the corners. So that was a bit of a struggle, and no wonder she broke the screen third time, second time. I think might be a second time. Okay, yeah. So yeah, no wonder she broke that because it was very easy. There was no way to protect it. Where's the last screw goes? Do I have one screw extra? So one, two, three, four, five. We got extra parts right now. But yeah, everything works well. Phone is opening, phone is closing. Where did screw goes? So one little screw left, and I cannot see like any space for it. That is insane. I know there was like few screw hidden, but I put those back. This is a very complicated phone. So one, okay, I see what it is. I install one regular screw on the space. See, that's what happens when you don't organize the screws. Okay, I'm glad we noticed that, and I'm glad they didn't make any damage. They are at the end of the day it's pretty similar. Just a regular one is like just a little bit longer. But okay, we did that. Okay, installing the motherboard back. Like I said before, make sure that that ribbon from the first part of the phone goes through. Click everything back in place. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Sit in. There we go. And yeah, actually, like it maybe looks complicated, super super delicate, but it's not. Like once when you like do it once, you kind of realize, okay, everything just kind of sits in place, and it's not as crazy. So motherboard is back in. Whoever designed this phone, it was a genius. Like it's just a crazy design that works. And for that type of design, I would say it's pretty simple to tear down. Like, as long as you do it once, twice, you kind of understand. Okay, this is how it goes. Okay, now we have a little antenna here. Put antenna back. Okay. Now where's that? Wireless charging connection. And right before you put the glass back, the cover, just wipe the cameras nicely, for any dust that slide in while you're working on it. Oh yeah, well, before the cover, I gotta put the camera. I mean the camera. Oh my god, why am I saying the camera always? Before the wireless charger pad, I gotta install the battery. Okay, now we put that in. I think now everything is connected. I'm putting the wireless charging pad back into place. Make sure that it fit nicely. Getting the screws. Maybe I could pop again just 2 screws just to make sure that everything is good. But if it's not good this time, I don't know where did I do a mistake, because now everything is the way it's supposed to be. Only thing that I will do is, now when I see this is working, I will tear down again just to remove the battery, just so I can put the seal back so the battery can be in place. It's working. It is working. That is amazing. It's a huge relief. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That whole LCD is working flawlessly. Awesome. That's great. I'm so glad for that. So happy for that. Oh yeah. Everything good. There you go. I was able to unlock it, so touchscreen is working. I'm gonna lock it again and just test the fingerprint sensor. Uh, okay, there you go. I'll give it a second. Actually, let me lock it. Here's a fingerprint sensor. No. There you go. There we go. Fingerprint sensor working. Everything is working. That is amazing. Now, as we said, I'm just going to quickly remove the battery, because if you don't install that seal and make sure the battery is glued in, what can happen? It happened to me before. One time I was like, I'm not going to do that. So in this battery housing area, there's always left a little bit of space because the battery swells, expands, hot, heat, cold, whatever. Battery needs a little bit of work, with a little bit of space to work on. And if you don't put any type of seal, it's just gonna dance inside, like shake whenever you shake the phone, and this little connector can break. That happened to me on one phone, and the connector broke, and yeah, you can't turn on the phone anymore. You need the new battery in. And it was actually maybe like 1 month old battery, but I just never cared to put that glue. So yes, sometimes with the battery you get this seal. It's nice little double side type of tape. Okay. I think that it's a lot of little, how to say, separating a lot of little lines, which is good. So I can kind of disperse and put it on a few different places. There we go. We'll install one on this part. You see this right here, the brown area. I'm going to install a little bit on the second part. Oh yeah, it's perfect. Perfect. Okay, so now when you install that, now you need to remove the brown part, because again it's a black, very thin tape, sticky on both sides. But if you don't remove that cover, which is like brown or black paper, Come on. It doesn't have purpose. Because it's gonna only stick to the one side and ain't gonna stick to the battery. Okay, remove few. I'm gonna show you now again. I'm sure you understand what I'm talking about, but you know. So yeah, now it's very hard to see, but it's there. It was brown before, now it's black. Now I'm gonna remove this part. So that's gonna be black as well. There we go. Okay, come on, just a little bit more. There we go. This, okay. We already streaming more than 1 hour. Let me see, how is my battery? Good. I'm recording with the laptop because I really did not want to bother with all the camera setup. And then also, oh, why don't just make a video and then edit and post it? That's why, because it takes so much to make a video, edit the video, post the video. That was also one of the reasons why I'm like not really making videos. I guess it looks like I just have a bunch of excuses, but it's true. It is real. Like it's not so fast. That's why a lot of people like love TikTok because to make a video and just upload it is just fast, convenient. It's not complicated. A lot of times, just if you want to put the music in the video, like synchronizes right away. Very, very good. Very so much simpler than before. So yeah, batteries in it. Now we just need to install the wireless pad and we should be good to go. We already checked that phone is working. I'm gonna put the screws back in. And this will take about another, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes. And yeah, that's about it. 1 second. Putting all the screws back. Now, when we show that everything is working nicely. But yeah, I guess that's about it. Only thing that I'm gonna do right now is install the glass. Where is the glass? Where's the glass? Where did I remove the glass? Oh yeah, here it is. Sorry. So yeah, this glass. So on this glass, I'm gonna also put that seal that I was telling you about. These little lines, so everything will stick well. We already put the screws in, and I guess yeah, that's about it. I don't want this stream to take too long, so I'm gonna close it for right now. And maybe next time I can tear down all the little iPhone 3G and replace the cover and the battery and see how that works now in 2022. Man, it's been a long time since this was out. And back in days, that was a big screen, and now it's like this is a regular screen these days. But okay, anyway, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to watch this stream later on, and hopefully this was interesting to learn how to tear down this very complicated but cool phone and how to replace the screen. Hopefully it was helpful to you. And okay, that's about it. And I'll see you next time. And I'm going to turn this off. There we go.